Dropping off packages at the post office. Yo, 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 yo. All right, it's Tuesday. No, it's Wednesday morning. New video, new week. I just got done editing and putting up the old one, which has had a lot of negativity. And I'm still feeling a little down. I don't feel 100% good health-wise. My back hurts for some reason. I don't usually have a bad back, but like weird, like upper back. I must have done something. I don't know. I'm very tired. I'm starting off negative, but I'm not. That's not the point. The point is that nothing has changed since yesterday, but I'm going to try to reframe and highlight the positives this week. So, got the kid to school on time, dropped a bunch of Kickstarter rewards off at the post office. That's already happened. I'm going to go get a cup of coffee. I'm going to make a thumbnail for the video I already posted and a thumbnail for the video, the Action Activated video that's going up Thursday, and go from there. All right, finished my latte, finished my toast. I uploaded a video to TikTok and other social media of an art process video. I did a thumbnail for my last art vlog and shared that around. I think I did something else, and now I'm gonna head home. It's nice out right now. I don't know if it'll stay this way. The other thing I did, and it's not worth mentioning, but on the theme of being positive, is I did a super loose, rough, barely could call it a gesture drawing sketch of Boots in a scene I'm thinking about that comes, I forget if it's the end of issue 4, beginning of issue 5. On the ride over, I was thinking about ways to visualize this scene, as well as like visualizing scenes like in an anime or in a cartoon of how this thing would happen. I'm like, oh, well, what if it happened differently, which isn't part of the story, but maybe like in another story, in a future book. And I was listening to music and thinking how the music would sync up, and it was getting me excited in a way I would get excited in the past, in high school and college, a couple years ago, before I started making comics for real, where the possibilities are endless and it sounds great. But then I'm like, yeah, but I need to draw a whole comic and a million other things before I could even get close to working on that. So it's sort of like frustrating and whatever. But instead of focusing on that, I'm focusing on how I was excited by it and just let myself do a quick little sketch, which I can't show you because it's kind of a spoiler for things that don't happen until much later. But I did do just like a fun little drawing based on excitement. So I'm gonna keep that in the positivity column. It's 11:30. I took a shower and shaved, which I very much needed. I'm keeping it positive because I took a shower and shaved, but I don't feel good. And I was laying in bed for a while and just feeling terrible. But my prints came, so I'm gonna open them up, try to get them ready to bring to Hungry Dragon. Whether I make it to that, I'm at least gonna open them, prep, get ready before I have to pick up the kid. Actually pretty happy with the way the color came out on this Heisei Godzilla that I'm doing the experiment of having the small version too. Sometimes I'm not sure how it's gonna come out, but it looks pretty good. And we got the Baragon. This was the test. It's a little bit rougher. Like if you zoom in, you can see how rough the lines are, but I'm just giving it a test. I totally forgot I made these Horror 4 prints. Yeah, these are, this is not part of the Kickstarter. This was like, well, technically it is because it was the image I created for the shirt. But I don't know, I just was like, well, let me see. I'll make some prints, see what that looks like. And then a restock of -1. So I'm going to get these ready and head over to Hungry Dragon. This is the wall before. There's some empty spots, and some of these have been up here for a while. So I'm going to fill that and also put up some of the new ones. And I was just using this price gun, which brings me back to fond memories of my retail days. All right, and here it is done. I replaced the Ninja Turtles with the new Baragon. I put these two up where there was nothing. These are both new. I replaced the Red Ranger print that wasn't doing as well. I had a Mothra print here, which usually does well, but it's been there for a while, and this one's been very popular on Instagram. Brand new one that was empty spot. That was a Jaguar one that wasn't doing well, and I know -1 always does well. This was a 9x12 that was not very popular that I replaced with this. That I left the same. A few I left the same, but that's pretty much it. And then I got these extras, some of which I'll leave here, some of which I'll take home. But mischief managed. Leaving my mom's. I usually don't stay here quite this long, but her fridge broke. As we've established, I'm not good at fixing things, but basically it's broken a few times and it's only 3 years old, so she's trying to get it replaced completely, but they want a receipt and she couldn't find one, so I tried to help her. I did a good job looking through her old emails, looking through piles of papers and things like that. Did not succeed. Came up with the idea that she could check her credit card records maybe to not get a receipt, but at least proof that she spent money at that store. And or is it possible that we bought it for her when she was moving in? Like she paid for it, but we picked it up and it's in our name. So not successful, but good job helping. Now I'm heading over. I'm tired. It's weird because we're gonna have pizza in a few hours, but I'm gonna go get, I'm starving and I'm tired. So I'm gonna go get a coffee and I wanna do some drawing, but I need to do some other stuff more urgently. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm going. I've been here about an hour, just under an hour. I had to make, well, actually, I've been here longer than that. I had to make a phone call to my doctor, waited on hold forever, got through that, had a snack, had some coffee, and I've been just working on inks on the Megazord. At this point, I'm doing the blacks, but again, this is at least an hour, and it probably looks exactly the same as it did last time I showed it to you. But good job me, following up with my doctor and working on this. Even though I was feeling demoralized, I still put an hour in. They're gonna be closing soon, so I'm gonna head out and try to accomplish some other things, like I gotta go to Target and get a card for somebody. I am doing a good job not buying any of these interesting toys that are cheap, because I don't really need them or have a place for them, but they're just a good deal and kind of interest me. So good job not getting them, me. I got the card I needed from Target, as well as some little potion things that are for Halloween, but the kid has been making potions a lot lately, so it'll be a good little small birthday present, because her birthday's in a few weeks. Here's where it's dangerous that I might buy some sale things. Let's see how I do. Safe! There was a couple Star Wars 375 figures, which again I was tempted by because they're like $4, but I'm mostly getting out of collecting them, so safe once again. Now I'm in a weird spot. The coffee shop closed at 4, so I had to leave there. I gotta pick up pizza at 15 minutes, or actually I gotta pick up pizza in a half hour. It's about 15 minutes away, so I'm probably just gonna sit in the car and do phone stuff for 15 minutes. I spent 15 minutes sitting in the car. I looked at Boots a little bit and then kind of did some rough pencils on this picture of the horror, working on page 1 of issue 4, so good on me. And I'm very tired. Like, I feel like I could go to sleep, but I'm not going to sleep. I'm gonna have a decaf Diet Coke. I went back to the house, I had dinner. And then I stopped at Target to pick up a big food order on the way home. Then I helped put away that food order. Then I fed the cats, cleaned the cat litter, the full clean, had to dump it out, put new litter in. I took that out to the garbage, as well as the litter, the recycling and the kitchen garbage, took care of that. There's more I could do, but these are the things that needed to be done, and I took care of it. Good for me. Now I'm gonna go upstairs and fill out paperwork, because the kid has to go get some imaging done tomorrow. So I'm gonna fill out that paperwork, and and see what else I can get done. Got all the paperwork done for the doctor thing tomorrow, and I played 1 round of Fortnite. And now I'm prepping some more comics to go out for Kickstarter. Theoretically, I want to get some packaging done, but these are issues 1 through 3, so I'm just going to bag and board and set up a bunch of them. See how far I get. It's 9 o'clock. It's 9:49. It's almost 10. I have none ready to be sent. 11 packs. This is issues 1 through 3 with the bonus print and sticker that are all packed and ready. I need to print out the labels and get them going. So that's a good chunk. It's getting hot. I'm gonna go brush my teeth and get in bed and maybe go to bed after watching some TV. Well, I say TV, but I mean YouTube. Thursday, I need to order more cat medicine. Okay, I got the kid at school. I am going to Target to pick up a prescription and a couple things that weren't picked up in the grocery order yesterday. Doing a good job getting out of the house on time under difficult situations, circumstances. When I say difficult, it's not that difficult. I wasn't feeling very good. The kid didn't get up until late. I had trouble waking her up. Things like that. It's just things weren't going smoothly. But it's fine. We're here. She got to school on time, and now I'm going to go to Target, take care of some stuff there, and then head back home and have a work day at home. So I had coffee and breakfast at home, although the coffee I had, I ran out of one of my cartons of milk. I used skim milk. And I had another one, brand new, open it, glug, 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 glug. It was like congealed, disgusting, as though it was 1,000 years old, even though it wasn't supposed to expire until October, and we're in August. Regardless, I made another cup, used the other milk that isn't mine, persevered. However, I am going to get a cup of coffee, because apparently the CVS pharmacy does not open until 10, and it's not even 9. So I'm gonna go and get a cup of coffee, no breakfast, and do some stuff there for about an hour, and then I will go to Target, and then I will go home to work. So, pivoting successfully. Long gouges on the wall. Is that possibly from the tables and chairs? This one makes me think it's from the chair right here. Anyway, I lean back and I see like underside of plants. What am I doing? I don't know, I'm tired. Even though I had a kind of, I don't know, I'm tired. All right, I called in the medicine for my cat, and I made a thumbnail for this week's Action Activate. All right, I realized today is Power Rangers Day, so I wanted to do a quick Power Rangers sketch to use on social media, and I spent 50 minutes so far on this Red Ranger sketch, but it is 10, so I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna leave and go to Target. All right, leaving Target. It's 10:45. It took a little longer than I thought. I got the prescription real quick, but then I had to pick up some Pedialyte because the kid has been on the verge of being sick, and my throat's been tickling a little bit, and we have some at home, but I'm like, I better get more in case we need it. So good job looking around corners, as they say. And then I picked up a few other things we needed. Nothing big, just one bag's worth. And I was looking for this Hot Wheels set from Mario Kart that I want to get for the kid either for birthday or Christmas. It's like a $150 set, and it's a Target exclusive, and I've seen it many times, and she's pointed at it and wanted it in the past, but had never played Mario Kart. Now she's played Mario Kart and likes it, and is like pretending her Lincoln Logs are Mario Kart. I'm like, okay, this is something that's worth getting. Still not for 150 bucks. However, I have seen it many times for half price, including like 2 weeks ago when I was at the store with her. But I was with her, and we had not yet got Mario Kart. So now I'm in this quest to find a thing I've seen a million times and now can't see. I'm gonna go home, get some stuff done, have some food so I can have my medicine. Okay, so I have 11 boxes ready to go. I did all the shipping labels and everything. This is everybody who got the starter pack, which is issue 1 through 3, with the exception of, I think, 2 or 3 people that didn't fill out the survey yet. I'm blasting through all the ones that have filled out the surveys. When I'm done, I'll send out another reminder for those that haven't filled out the surveys, but clearly they're not in a rush. So, you know, this sounds harsher than I mean it to be, but like the people who filled out the survey are paying attention and awaiting their, you know, fulfillment. The people that didn't fill out the survey, maybe you're just like, it comes when it comes. I'll check it when I check it. And they're not going to be as concerned. So I'm going to worry about those later as well. And I hope that doesn't sound harsher than I mean it to. It just seems like a practical thing. And also a thing I need to send to a friend of mine. So I've got about 20 minutes before I have to pick up the kid. I think I might leave in a minute, go to the post office before I pick her up and take care of this. And yeah. And then after that, maybe I'll finish up that Power Ranger sketch so I can post that for Power Rangers Day, which is totally unnecessary and not something I should, which is a fun thing I've decided to do. See how I'm spinning it sideways? Just a little fun thing, and it's good for social media, so why not do it? And it's got cross-promotional appeal between people that follow my art and my Action Activate Power Rangers show. How positive of me. Okay, so I don't know where I left off, but went to the post office. Well, okay, took the kid to get a bunch of tests she had to get done. And while she was home in independent play, I didn't feel good for a little while. Not too bad, but, and then I got it. Did I get Patrick? I got things done. I did whatever I did. It was also a short independent play. And then we went and got her test done. Then we went to the post office where I dropped off all but one of those packages because it needed more tape. Then we went to Ross and a few other places, and then we had dinner at IHOP as like a treat for both of us, I guess, but she picked. Got home, and Tech Advisor Azuki gave her a shower, which was great, because technically I was supposed to do that tonight, but I was thinking of pushing off till tomorrow. And then I've been working on that Power Rangers thing, and it took me between 2 and 3 hours to do. And I kind of just tried to do it real quick, and I did a sloppy job of the inks and the colors, and I did have to use reference a little bit for the helmet and the buckle and stuff, but it's like, it's one of those things where like, I did that in like 3 hours, and I feel like going back to being slow, most people probably do that in an hour. Usually would take me 50 hours, but as I'm glad I did it. It was like a quick drawing for me, and I'm gonna throw it up for National Power Rangers Day, which is today, even though it's 9 o'clock. And I feel like I'm missing some stuff, but I'm really tired. My throat is hurting. Not real bad. Not real bad at all. But like yesterday, there was like a little right here, and now there's a here. So I'm really worried that I'm going to be sick, and that'll mess everything up. But in the meantime, Monday she has off school, and I have already set up a play date to go to the mall and do that, assuming one or both of us are not sick. So it's been a productive day, and I'm probably forgetting things, but I'm going to call it. Friday morning, just barely made it to school through the gate on time. Like literally the bell was ringing as we got through, and then they closed it. Then we have to go through the office, but we didn't have to do that today. Meanwhile, yeah, it was just a very, there's another little stressful, got to get everything done morning. The cat's just really meow, like more than, I don't know why. I forgot to take my medicine yesterday when we went to IHOP. Not good, but whatever. I'll take it this morning, which I always do anyway. Moving on, why did I start this? I had something to say. Oh, one of the other reasons we were running late is we got to the car, and I moved the back door slightly so that she can get by, and she had her hand out. She's like, ah! I pulled her fingers out. I'm like, I wasn't going to close the door on your fingers, but good reflexes, good idea. Then I gave her a little sunscreen, and she waved hi to the neighbor. I'm like, get in, and I'm in the car. I'm like, get in, come on. She's like, hi, and it's some neighbor she doesn't know. She's very, very friendly. And I'm like, okay, kid, come on. And then she kind of pokes her head, and the door's like half closed, just like open about this much from her head. She pokes her head into me, and she's like, I'm talking to the neighbor, and blah, blah. And she's not paying attention, and the door just, like, it's not like power closed, but just gravity, whatever, just closed, like, right on her head. And I'm like, oh, and like, there's nothing I could do. And it was one of those things where she's like, oh. I'm like, yep, okay. And so she's okay. She's got a little bonk right here. I was like, man, you did such a good job paying attention to your fingers, but not your freaking face. So she's fine now, but there's that. I'm going to the coffee store. Shop, cafe. I'm going to go get coffee. So I've been here about 2 hours, at least an hour working on basically the blacks on the dragons right here. I'm trying not to do solid blacks. I'm trying to leave room for shine and stuff, but also make it very bold and black. I did some social media and some other stuff. So even though I've been here for 2 hours, maybe an hour to an hour and a half I've worked on this, and I still got some more time. So I'm gonna work on it some more. Prep more packages to go out for the Kickstarter, and I did mess around with the shipping, and separating it seems to be the better choice. But I think I need to adjust how I'm separating it. And it's also among the many things I did wrong with the Kickstarter. You know, this is one of them. And I think the next time I'm gonna get the book done, and before I start the Kickstarter, regardless if there's a show coming up or some deadline, I say this now, I'll probably change it in a year or two when it's time. I will figure out what the rewards are, how much the package, how I'll do the packaging, how much it weighs, how much the shipping is, so that it'll be clear cut from the beginning. That being said, some of them, the postage is a little under or over, so it is evening out a little bit. And some people were gracious enough to give extra, like support, like in the form of a tip or just, extra money they're giving without asking anything. So that's helping offset it too. So a lot of my negativity and pessimism about the overall finances has been mitigated, and I'm feeling better about that. Meanwhile, we didn't go to the post office or the vet. I'm gonna have to do that tomorrow because Tech Advisor Azuki kind of unexpectedly was like, let's go out to eat and go to Kawaii House, which is this cute little Japanese place that has claw machines that our daughter loves. So we did that. The place we went to was terrible. The service was terrible. The food was terrible. The water was terrible. Everything about it was terrible. But it was nice to go out with the family. We still had a good time. And after that, next to Kawaii House was GameStop, which didn't have anything I was looking for. But we got a Jack Skellington as the Pumpkin King to go on the mantle as a new Halloween decoration. And now we're back. And I'm thinking about ordering a pizza because what I got was avocado toast and soup, which is kind of a light meal to begin with. But the soup, I asked if it was spicy. They said no, and it was. Now, not spicy, like burning my mouth spicy, but it was spicy. And I've been trying to avoid spicy foods. I'm not a spicy foods guy, but also it's not good for my health. And then the avocado toast, which I love and I eat all the time from all different places, was not good. It was not on toast. It was on some kind of sort of the size of an English muffin, but made of like harder wheat or bread. And it was small, and there wasn't enough. It was bad, and there wasn't enough of it, as they say. So I kind of scraped the avocado off into my mouth, and that was it. And I didn't eat the soup, so I didn't really have dinner. I mean, I ate something, but yeah, that's where we're at right now on Friday night. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. I have big plans, but I don't know if they're going to happen with the kid to go to the movie that we didn't go to 2 weeks ago, but I'm not sure that's still going to happen. I don't know, 9:30. I got one more thing packaged up. I also realized that I had been saying I sent out all the shirts that I needed to send out, which is not true. I sent out the shirt to someone who had the super fan pack, and I sent out shirts to people that did it as an add-on. But I forgot completely that I had said everybody who does the fan pack, $60 or over, gets a free shirt. This was stupid. This was also when I thought I could get shirts for $5. And also when I hadn't looked at shipping. Regardless, I said it, so I'm gonna stick by it. So that means I've got 5 more people I need to send shirts to. So money aside, I need to put those shirt orders in and send those out too. So making progress, but not feeling good about that. But anyway, I got a different thing packed up and ready to go. I played around a Fortnite, came in like 3rd or 5th or something. I kind of messed up at the end. And I also did something else. I posted on social media. I didn't have any art stuff to do, so I did a little toy thing, and I posted that all over the place. So semi-productive, and now I did get a pizza, and I'm gonna eat that and watch some TV. And then eventually bed and figure out what's going on tomorrow. Right, eating the entire pizza, but it's something I've done many times before. I watched an episode of Succession with Tech Advisor Azuki. We're almost done with that show. I can't wait. I think there's 2 episodes left. And then I have the pressure of I get to pick. Not only do I have to pick a show that hopefully is good and we both like, but it's this thing of like, that was like 4 seasons. Like, there's some shows I want to pick that's like 1 season, but it seems like a waste when then she could pick another 5 seasons. But I don't want to think about it that way. Anyway, I got another 2 or 3 packages ready to go. Ordered most of the rest of the t-shirts. I'm at the point now where I think I've sent everything I can. Well, will have sent. I mean, it's all packaged up. Everything I can, with the exception of I need a couple more copies of issue 1 and 2, which are coming Tuesday. Today's Friday. So there's like, I think 2 that I need to send out for that. And then all the rest are I'm waiting for surveys to be filled out with addresses or shirt sizes or something. So it's not on me. And then I have sketch commission. And I think that's it. So I'm not like done, but I'm in a good place where I've finished pretty much everything I can right now. And then there'll be, round 2 and 3 in the next week or so. But my goal is to get it all done by the end of August, hopefully. So last night, kind of unintentionally, I stayed up until close to 3 a.m., being somewhat productive. Then today I slept until 10, took over early duty at 11:30, and we are on our way to see the movie we tried to see a few weeks ago, stopping at Starbucks to have a quick snack. Slash. Cat fountain. Excavator. Don't worry about the pedals. Cat fountain.
Here, I'll put a lid on in there just
Yeah. Success. Today was the correct day for the movie. We saw it. We did stop at Starbucks on the way briefly and still made it there on time and everything. On the way back, we just shot straight back, which is good for her tolerance of patience and car sickness, because I needed to pick up medicine for my cat, which they take daily, and today was the last day we had it. It was ready, but I didn't realize they were closing at 3:30 today, and I further didn't realize that they wouldn't be open tomorrow and maybe not Monday. So she'd be without medicine. Now, this isn't life-saving medicine, but it's kind of it's anxiety stuff, and you're not supposed to just jump off it or it could make you crazier, just like with people. But I was able to call and be like, you said 3:30, like, well, yeah, but sometimes we're still here. So I made it there like 5 minutes before 4, and there was still somebody there, so we got that taken care of. Then the kid is getting sick. She's got a sore throat. I'm seemingly okay. I was a little stuffy this morning, but I know 2 days ago I was like, I might be sick, and I still might be, but I'm fine now. But she's got a sore throat, so we stopped at pharmacy and got some throat lozenges and some emergency for me and Tech Advisor Azuki to take. Came back, and then she did independent play. I felt terrible. Not like I have a cold, but my ongoing stupid health stuff. And I basically just wasted that hour and a half feeling bad. Then I made some dinner, ate that, and now we're in the cool down before she goes to bed. And I realized I thought I was done packaging, and I sort of am, but because I decided to split some of the shipments, ones that I'm waiting for reprints of issue 1 and 2 to show up Tuesday, which ironically I won't be able to ship till Tuesday anyway, so it's not even a delay really. But I can package up and get ready prints and other things in the other half of that package, which is what I'm doing now. Okay, it's a beautiful build. That's a loud car. This building is beautiful. This area is not. Yeah. Got a little lost trying to find my parking deck and walked about 20 minutes the wrong direction, so I got a little Lime scooter to get back, and it's a nice cool breeze on my sweaty body. Park at the parking deck, so I had to put the scooter somewhere else. Then I walked back to the parking deck, couldn't go in that door, couldn't go in the next door, couldn't go in the next door. Seems to want me to go into this fancy hotel where I am, take the elevator. The elevators won't take me there. Now I'm just wandering around a fancy hotel. But luckily it's almost 11 o'clock at night. So it turns out none of the elevators in the hotel would take me there. I had to leave the hotel to this weird little plaza that I kept avoiding because I don't want to go to the plaza. And then I guess these are the elevators. Okay, press P1. None of them say, I guess they're all for parking. I think I was on 1. I don't think I was on P1. but I don't know where. I did very badly. Here's the thing. The entrance that I went into, there was a gate and a door that a person could go through. And I went in and the spot was right there. At the gate, I could see my car. I'm like, great, I'll just come right back here. So I didn't bother figuring out what level. I didn't even know there were levels. Figuring out what level and what spot and everything because I could see it. And when I came back, I could still see it. But now it's somewhere in here. It's like a really crappy video game. What? I just walked up the stairs from the parking deck. One wasn't the one, so I came up to two. And I think I walked from here down to there, got on an elevator, went down, and then walked across this way. So that's fantastic. It's amazing. I'm not high, I'm not drunk, and yet. Well, here's the cow. I saw it before and thought I should film that cow. Why? Well, I don't know, but there it is again, so now you get it. Florts. This time we're trying P5. Okay, P5 for the win. Here we go. P5. Also doesn't look like where I parked, but I'll walk over there and do the same thing again. I can't believe how long this is taking. I just saw this, which means I need to go down. Gotta love it when there's only one place to pay. Not on each level even. So now I'm gonna go down and pay and then, man, I don't know. I think I was just on 5. I don't know if I'm going up or down or what's going on. This feels like some backroom stuff. I'm at P5, which I think it's one of those things where the higher the number, the lower you are. So this is where I'm supposed to pay, but I don't see a pay thing. I don't know what's going on. It's coming up on an hour since I left hanging out with Bart having a long dinner. This is ridiculous. I feel stupid, but I also am like, there's no signage. This is confusing. It's not like pay here and then hit. What I said about back rooms, this door said to elevator. Look how bright that is. I don't know if you could tell, but there's like no one here. That might be a place to pay. Oh, this doesn't lock behind me. Good luck us. Good luck us. Oh look, this one actually says you pay on P2. The other one didn't. Okay, so we're going to P2. This was P4, it looks exactly the same. Bad video game, bad video game. There's my car. Okay, so P2 is where I wanted to be the whole time. Now I just have to figure out where to pay. Okay, so it was charging for between 2 and 3 hours and it looked like it had filled up, but it's saying I only have 78 miles. 78 miles home. Good. Well, I guess I'll go and maybe I have to stop again. Fantastic. I can find no payment machine except for the one right here, and it keeps timing out after telling me I owe 17 and then I scan my credit card. This will help. We're in urgent care having some Dunkin' Donuts, as you do.
And I got mini bagels.
That's true. This is what you do on a Labor Day morning. Here in Candyland, adults are allowed to be here apparently. I've kind of stranded myself doing Die Hard in a kids thing. I'm like, they went down this thing I couldn't go down, and now I'm crawling through tunnels trying to get to the children. Oof. This is wild for just being in a mall. I can see them, and the other adults can see them, so it's safe. But okay, I'm surviving in the domain of the children. I feel like I'm becoming a child once again. But is it good or bad? I don't know. Monday, Labor Day. Today's been a day. The kid's been having stomach problems. Kind of. She's been saying she's been having stomach problems, but it seems like there aren't really stomach problems. Anyway, today she woke up, she's like, it hurts more than ever, and I'm nauseous, and blah, 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 blah. And I tried to get her an appointment with the doctor, but they were either closed or not picking up, so I went to urgent care. And we got in seen right away. The doctors were like, there's nothing. I mean, if it was appendicitis, it'd be worse. She doesn't have a fever, blah, blah, blah. And basically confirmed that it's like, either she's just lying, she's pretending, she's making it up in some way, or it's like some mild thing, like a growing pain that we need to worry about. I don't know. The point is we did that, and that like disrupted the whole morning, and then we got like Dunkin' Donuts for breakfast. Not donuts, but like bagels and stuff. And then we were supposed to have plans to go out, which I managed to salvage. I had to go to Target to get a medicine. I got a medicine for her for nausea, which we don't even need. They're like, just use it if she gets nauseous. I'm like, she hasn't been nauseous, but I got it just in case. And then I had to get a medicine for Tech Advisor. I had to go to Target twice. And in between, I went to the mall, and we met up with our friends, and they were only able to sit, well, I say friends, like it was a play date. It was a play date. And you saw me in that little Die Hard thing, and that was actually really fun. And then we had lunch at the mall, and it ended up being kind of a nice day, but it was a busy day after yesterday being out all night and after the day before going down to see the movie. It's just been busy, 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 busy. No drawing is getting done. I have been making progress, though, on packaging up Kickstarter stuff. The other day I said I kind of thought I had it all done. I got a new address from somebody, so I was able to get that set up, and I got 2 more packages set up that I was like, well, these aren't complete, but I could send this part of it. And that's what I've been working on. And it's gonna be dinner time soon. And as much as I've been going, I had some ice cream, which was a bad idea for a lot of reasons, but it makes me feel like I gotta move my body and get some physical stuff done. Maybe do some cleaning, maybe go for a walk. You know, I've been pretty physical the last couple days. I'm talking fast. I'm gonna stop. It's not Monday. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday morning. My whole thing is off kilter because yesterday was a day off for Tech Advisor Urzuki and for the kid. I was reflecting on the last 2 days have been wild. Just like driving all over creation and just doing all kinds of stuff. Not in a bad way, but in an exhausting, good way. Anyway, it's only been 1 day off of our schedule, but I feel like, I haven't drawn in forever. I haven't been to a coffee shop in forever. Everything feels off kilter. I got to record Action Activate tonight. I think I'm going to end the video here. Usually I don't end it at the beginning of the day, Tuesday, but I feel like I've already got a lot. I also was remembering how last week I had a lot of negativity, and this week I'm like, everything's going to be positive, and all the videos in the beginning, like, here's a positive spin and everything that's going. And I don't think I maintained that. I don't think I got negative. And even now what I'm saying is, like, I got to see my friend who I haven't seen in a while. I got to go see Godzilla in the theater. We went to go and see Totoro in the theater. Like, you know, like we went to the play area. Like, a lot of fun things have been happening. And not as productive artistically as I'd like. I got tons and tons of stuff to mail out for the Kickstarter, and, you know, things are generally going fine. So I wanted to end on a positive note. I still think both she and I are on the verge of being sick. She's had like a little bit of a scratchy throat. I wake up a little bit stuffy, but so far so good. I'll see you next week.